Hi G's, Truth Seeker back with another video. This time I want to show you guys a Euro USD short that I took. This is going back a good few months ago when we had up-to-date COT data, which I'm really looking forward to getting back. You can see in this trade that we have the previous week value area low, the PWVAL. Some of you might not be familiar with it, but at the finish of this video you will have a better understanding how to use this and how to implement it correctly, and it will help with your trading. It is actually very useful key level. We don't just do fixed ranges. Sometimes we use the previous week or the current week. So I wanted to show a trade where using the previous week value area low. And yeah, this can be very effective under the right circumstances. So first off, I want to talk about the fundamentals that brought me to this trade. You can see for the euro that the commercials are green. This is the commercials, and retail is red, and retail are still at bullish extreme and commercials are still at bearish extreme. And yeah, it's been like this for quite some time, and price has still been going up. But you can see in the history, you can see here commercials at bearish and retail bullish. What happens? Price goes down. And you can see here commercials bearish, retail bullish, price went down. But then you have here as well where it just goes on for so long, and yeah, eventually price goes down. But as I said, COT is not a timing tool. It just tells you where the big players are positioned in the market. That is for the euro, and you can see, or yeah, that's for the euro, sorry. And this is for the dollar. Now you can see here commercials are at bullish extreme. Retail, they're not at bearish, but they're not far off, and they seem to be just going down again a bit more. And yeah, they're definitely a lot more bearish than bullish, and just commercials bullish. That is another confirmation. And just look at the history as well at this. Yeah, actually this time 23rd of September, this was when I really got into COT data. Look at this. The commercials at bullish extreme and retail at bearish. And I remember on the news that there was rate cuts. Was it the 17th of September 2024? And you can see that yeah, this week here, that bullish, that commercials just shot up, and they were just like at 100%, and retail were like at 100% bearish. And everybody in the news is talking about, oh, the dollar has to go down because of rate cuts, and everyone was saying, expecting it to go down. And what happens? Price went up from September all the way to January. So yeah, that time when commercials went bullish, yeah, it just it went up extremely fast. But sometimes it doesn't happen this way, that fast. You can see here as well, commercials at bullish and retail at bearish. What happens? Price goes up. And you can see back here, there's no more in this. Yeah, and you have here, and no, this time here, sorry. Yeah, what happens? Price goes up. But it doesn't happen every time, and it's not a timing tool, but it is a very good confirmation. Now, so that is for the fundamentals. Now for the macro technicals. Now you can see in the euro, and I can just go into here, we have this weekly supply, and we're getting rejected from this weekly supply. Now that is my first confirmation, and you can see for the dollar now, you can see this demand that is held before. You can see it held in July 2023, and now funny enough we're in July 2025. So I'm thinking, okay, is it going to be able to hold again? And already seeing a rejection from it, so it's yeah, definitely very interesting. So that is my macro technicals for futures. Now, if we go to the Euro USD, and this was on the Monday, so we already seen this heavy rejection from weekly supply, and we're already after getting rejected. So an intraday downtrend has been formed, and I'm just going to go to this now as well. And okay, what I'm going to do here is I am going to mark out the previous week's volume. Now, one moment here, guys. Let's make sure I get it here. Yeah. So you can see here what I'm drawing. This is Monday, the 30th of June. And I'm doing this until the market closed on Saturday, the 5th of July. This is my previous week's volume. So we're already in Monday here. Monday's already been done. And I want to mark this out as well here. Okay, right. So we have our previous week value area low. Now, to put this on correctly. Okay. And actually, I think I'll put on the previous week fixed POC as well, and I'll just leave it at that now. Okay, where is it? I can't even find it, guys. I've got so many different here. Alright. Oh, actually, I apologize, geez. I put my fix. I'm so used to putting the fixed value area low. I've forgotten about my previous week value area low. But they are really effective, geez. But I will admit I do use fixed ranges more. But under these circumstances, previous week value area low is extremely effective, and I'll explain why. Now you can see here we have an intraday downtrend has formed already as well. You can see this. We've already got rejected from supply, and look at this. So price is going down. So I'm getting lots of confirmations here. Now, in the book, I'm going to show you here. This is the previous week, just as I told you. This is the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And you can see here in the current week, this is the previous week value area low. And here it's acting as support. You can see this rejection here. Now, my trade is different, and this is one of my favorite times using the previous week value area low. So you can see here on the Monday, this is about the trade that I'm going to show you now, that I took, and I want to explain the reason. I love when price comes down and we break previous week's lows and we retrace back. And I want to see if there is a rejection from the previous week value area low. So I will go into the euro now, and yeah, just press play, and you can see already, actually we're already at the, this is on the Monday. This is on the, we're actually in Tuesday now, sorry. But this is the previous week, and you can see we've already broken the previous week's lows. So that is a bearish continuation bias for me for sure. So I am looking, and I was actually looking as well. Sometimes we could go to the previous week POC, which was also part of this bigger fixed range. But I wanted to see if there was a rejection from the previous week value area low. And I want to play this here actually, and we'll see price go up, and we will see here in a minute what will happen. And yeah, it was London session. I actually want to show you, I want to show you the dollar, what the dollar was doing in real time, because it was very interesting. So this is, okay, look at this, Tuesday at 2 p.m. So that was the start of London session. Now, if I go to the dollar, and yeah, I'm going to erase this, and we go into daily first. Okay, we are at, okay, I can press play for a few days. Oh, whoa, way too fast. Let's slow down there. Okay, let's go here, and that is on the Monday, and I want to show you guys. So you can see we're after getting rejected from what was it, weekly demand, but we're still hovering around there. Now you can see, I want to see, price is okay. Now I want you guys to look at this and tell me if you can notice, what do you think this is? Okay, actually, if I just go like this, if you saw my last video, what pattern do you guys think this is? Now, if anyone answered CME, you're already ahead of a lot of other people, because you can see here that we have this fixed range, and I'm just going to put my fixed value area high here, and this is on, whoa, this is going way too fast. Slow down there. Okay. Oh, actually, this is actually, I have to go faster actually. No. Yeah. So this happened on, this is actually a few days before, Now, yeah. Now the reason this is, yeah, this is on the Tuesday. So you see, we had the fixed range, and I just want to explain this in slow motion. We had this fixed range, manipulation, and I'm looking for expansion, but I have no interest whatsoever in longing the dollar against any currency until we break above this range. I want to break above this range here and see a retracement back. That will give me, and actually I think this fixed range actually should have been down here, guys. Yeah, because because of that gap. So you can see here that price has already pretty much made new highs here, because this is the fixed range here. Now, yeah, because that gap, that wasn't part of the fixed range at all. So you can see price has went up, we broke that range, we're coming back, and we're getting a retracement. And what happens after? Now you can see here, this was at okay, I want to go back here because I was looking at this at, okay, yeah. So we see this rejection here, but once price comes up above here, then I'm like, okay, we'd already made new highs. We'd broken above this range. So you can see here we had the manipulation, or we had consolidation, manipulation, and finally once we broke above this fixed value area high, we made new highs. We came back. Now granted we went down a little bit here, but once we've closed above it, I am very, very confident in longing the dollar against what currency looks the weakest, and if the fundamentals align. And on this day it was the Euro USD. Now I will go down here as well, and you can see here now, okay, so we have a 15-minute close. That doesn't really mean that much to me. If there's an hour close above, then okay, but we can see price did come down here, and you can see we were going to get rejected here, and okay, I would have been getting, yeah, once we broke below here I would have been getting interested, and my stop loss would always be above this candle, and make sure it's above the wick to give myself a lot of protection. And yeah, I just went for simple 2-to-1 G's, but I'll just put it here and let it go. And this was pretty much how I took it, because of that rejection from the previous week value area low. And it was actually, I love when trades happen like this. They don't all happen like this, and I think if you've seen my other videos, that a lot of trades, you know, they can go on for a long time. But yeah, I love when trades happen like this, when you get to take profit after a couple of hours. And yeah, that was it. That was my 2-to-1, and it kept going down more, I think, after, but I was happy with my 2-to-1. Now granted, that was pretty much when that first rejection, you can see here, you can see that first rejection here when we came back down and price couldn't go above. So yeah, this would have been my point of entry below this candle. And yeah, it entered at nearly 4 o'clock, take profit. So yeah, still nearly 4-hour trade, but yeah, that is just another trip down memory lane. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something about previous week value area low, and remember that COT data is not a timing tool, but when you align it with volume, yeah, it's just, I said this in my last video, fundamentals move the market and volume times the market, so you're just always looking for that alignment. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and if you have any questions about the previous week value area low or the current week, please just leave a comment and I will reply to you. Okay, thank you, Jeez.